All right, awesome. I'm gonna get us started here. So, see you all. Excellent. Cool beans. All right, great. Well, let's get started. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is for you, wherever you are. Thanks for coming to Seattle today. Thanks for letting me come to DC and Florida. Let's sit here just like this. Let's bring the soles of the feet together so they touch side by side. You can interlace your fingers. Bring your hands right underneath your feet. And I'd like you to try to bring your knees downwards. Press your tailbone, sits bones downwards, and sit up nice and straight and tall with your spine. So you've got a little bit of a pulling up action on the feet until your elbows straighten as much as they can. Lift your chest up. And let's lean a little bit to the right while keeping the chest up. And lean a little bit over here to the left. So you can bring your chest forward and your chin up. And then your chest back and your chin down. Lean a little bit over here to the right. Lean a little bit over here to the left. And coming back to the center, lift your chest up and bring your head back. And exhale, chest back, chin down. Slowly bend your elbows out and start to bring your forehead towards your toes. Like you're gonna give your toes a little kiss. Rest your elbows down here on the floor, if that's possible for you. And just bow down for a little bit. All right, slowly lift yourself back up. Let's bring your hands in prayer forwards. I'd like you to take about 10 seconds to lean back. So take time, especially where you want to go fast. Try to go slow. One way to slow it down is to squeeze your feet together. Come on down. You're going all the way down to your back. When you're all the way down, you can bring both hands to your heart. Feel the energy going out of your hands into your heart and the energy going out of your heart to your hands. Let's start with some nice deep breaths. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Hey, William, nice to see you. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Pust ut. Exhale. All right. Bring your hands to the outsides of your thighs and pull your knees in towards each other. Bend your knees into your chest, grab your shins, and rock from side to side a little, and from front to back a little. And let's rock straight on forward until you are here in a tabletop position, with your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Open your feet apart to the side just a little bit so there's equal space between your hands, your knees, and your feet. And let's do just a few cat-cows to warm up the spine a little more. Tuck your chin to your chest. Exhale, look towards your belly button and round your spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Look up towards the ceiling, reach your head up towards the ceiling, reach your hips up towards the ceiling, full arms. Exhale, tuck your chin into your chest, looking towards your stomach, and round your spine up towards the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale this last one. All right, and as we're here right now, let's go ahead and bring the left hand to the center. Reach your right arm straight up towards the ceiling. Reach up as much as you can. And we're going to thread the needle. So now take your right arm all the way underneath your left and all the way over to the left side. Bring the side of your head down to the ground and reach your left arm forward. Put some good weight in your right shoulder. Bring your left hand down and lift your right arm up towards the ceiling once again. Reach up and twist back. All right, now let's bring your right hand down and reach your left arm up and twist back. And take your left arm underneath your right arm. Now lay onto your left shoulder. Bring the left side of your head down to the ground and reach your right arm forward towards the front. All right, let's bring your right hand down, reach your left arm back up towards the ceiling, twist, press right hand down to lift your left arm up. And bring your left hand down. And now let's warm up the wrists a little bit by taking some nice big circles around, forwards, backwards, and side to side. When you've made 3 rotations in whichever direction you're going, let's make 3 in the other direction. Now remember with all this stuff, especially when your hands are on the ground, that you're going to push the ground away from you just as much as the ground is pulling you to it. Now let us come back here. Turn your fingers so they're facing out. And now let's spin around again. in whichever direction you like, because you're gonna go whichever other direction you didn't go last time. All right, you made 3 one way, make 3 the other. Okay, now let's come back and turn your fingers to face backwards towards your knees. Now let's go around and around. Ooh, I think we should do a peacock today. We haven't done one of those yet, I don't think. Let's go around the other way. They're pretty fun. I think you might like it. 2 and 3. Good. All right, great. Now I'd like you to flip your toes if you can see how I've done. They're not here, but they are here. Flip them like that. And now we stretch the wrists. Let's strengthen the wrists. Open and close your hands very quickly. Really fast. So all the way open, all the way closed. All the way open, all the way closed. Fast as you can go. And see if you can make that little clapping sound. Please turn your hands to face up towards the ceiling like you're flicking water on the ceiling. And now please, let's start to bring your arms up towards the ceiling and turn your hands to face out. Really, really fast, start to bring your arms out. All the way down. All the way down, all the way down. Now, have your hands face up towards the ceiling. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring your hands down, shake them out. Bring your toes flat down again. Not flipped under, but not flat. And let's see if you can start to lift your right knee up off the floor. And then lift your left knee up off the floor. And then see if you can bring both your knees up off the floor. Okay, let's stretch the fronts of your feet. Now we got our arms all warmed up, wrists all warmed up. Let's press back into downward facing dog. Take your dog for a walk, pedal out your feet, shake out your head. All right. So if you will, watch forward first just to see how I'm doing this. And then you'll get your chance to do it with me. I'm going to lean my hips far over to the left and slide far over to the right and slide the left hand back. And I'm going to lean my hips all the way over to the left and slide my right hand back. Lean my hips all the way over to the right, slide the left hand back. Lean the hips all the way over to the left, slide the right hand back. All the way over to the right, slide the left hand back. All the way over to the left, slide the right hand back. And until we are here in this little ragdoll position. Please go ahead, make your moves. It'll feel a little weird as we go, but let's try. So I'll take it with you again. So from downward facing dog, sliding hips over to the right, bring the left hand back. Slide the hips over to the left, bring the right hand back. Slide the hips over to the right, bring the left hand back. Slide the hips over to the left, bring the right hand back. Slide the hips over to the right, bring the left hand back. Slide the hips over to the left, bring the right hand back. And slide the hips over to the left. And now, here in this ragdoll position, grab your elbows, hang your head, and sway a little bit from side to side. All right, let's walk it back out. So plant your hands down on the ground again. Hips over to the left, And let's bring the left hand forward, hips to the right. Bring the right hand forward, hips to the left. Bring the left hand forward, hips to the right. Bring the right hand forward. And come forward until you're in this plank position. And in the plank position, let's take a 10-second lower down to hover up above the ground. So let's come on down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take 10 seconds to come up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open the feet. Press back to downward facing dog. And let's try all of that just one more time here. Slide your hips to the right. Scoot your left hand back. Slide your hips to the left. Bring your right hand back. Bring your hips to the right. Bring your left hand back. Bring your hips to the left. Bring your right hand back. Hips to the right. Bring your left hand back. Hips to the left. Bring the right hand back. Hips to the right. Bring your left hand back. Hips to the left. Bring your right hand back until you're here in the ragdoll position again. Grab your elbows, hang your head, and sway a little side to side. Let's plant your hands again to the mat and start to walk. Right hand forward, left hand forward, right hand forward, left hand forward, right hand forward into your tabletop, plank position. And again, take 10 more seconds to lower down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Don't come all the way down. 1 and come back up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Press back to downward facing dog. And inhale, lift your right leg up. Let's pulse your right leg up. So bring it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right foot down, left leg up. Pulse your leg for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Big step. Left foot to the left wrist. Right foot forward to the right wrist. Turn your feet out and squat all the way down in your malasana here. All right, looks good. Just bring your hands in prayer. Push your heels down to the ground. Sit up very straight and tall with the spine. Press your elbows out against your knees and squeeze your knees against your elbows. Feels good. You can bring your hands in fists to make a little more stretch there. Yeah, just like that. And lean over to the right a little, look up to the left. Lean over to the left, look up to the right. All right, right hand down, plant it to the floor. Reach your left elbow, twist. Yeah. Just bring your left hand down and your right arm up, twist. Good. Now, let's grab your elbows and see if you can keep your heels on the ground and bring your elbows down to the ground too. You can let your head come down as well. All right, slowly let's turn your feet in and slowly come on back to Ragdoll. Grab your elbows, hang your head. Sway. Bring your hands behind your head and release your fingers there. And gently pull your head in towards your shins. Reach your elbows away from your shins. Release your hands down to the ground. Push your heels down to the floor. Draw your belly in and slowly come on up to stand. When you're all the way up, you can bring your feet together so they touch. And let's take a brief little windmill to warm up the spine. All right, very good. Let's bring your hands in prayer position at the center of your chest. It's very good we got to class today. Thank you for getting on your mat. Appreciate y'all being here. Inhale, bring your arms up above your head. Hands clap above you. Please take your right hand down your right side and reach your left arm over towards your right. So I'm definitely squeezing the thighs and squeezing the butt and sending the hips to the left. Reach your left arm over to the right with my right hand, grabbing the thigh and kind of pulling myself downwards. Inhale, up, and cartwheel over the other direction. Left hand walks down the left thigh, hips over to your right. Reach your right arm all the way over towards your left. Inhale up, cactus, your arms, lift up your chest and backward bend. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And exhale, swan dive down. Nice and slow at first. Palms to the floor, press your forehead to your knees. Press your hips up towards the ceiling. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine, knees squeeze, shoulders back, stomach in, top of your head forward. And bring your hands to the mat. Step or hop back. And as you're here in plank, let's lower all the way down to the ground. And when you're down, squeeze your thighs, point your toes, lift your feet up off of the floor. Now lift your hands off of the floor. Lift your chest up off of the floor. Good, so we're gonna keep the legs up and the chest up and the hands up. And the elbows kind of squeezing together behind your back. And now aside from strengthening the back body, which obviously we're doing here, we're also gonna strengthen and lengthen our side body. So let's bring the feet over to the right and the right elbow over to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Contract your right side body. All right, now bring your feet over to the left. Bring your elbows over to the left. Look over the left shoulder. Contract your left side body. Keep your legs up in your chest. All right, feet to the right, elbows to the right. Look over to the right. Now feet to the left, elbows to the left, look over to the left. All right, come on over to the right again. Come on over to the left. Come on over to the right. Come on over to the left. Come on over to the right. Last one, come on over to the left. Come back to the middle. Arms forward, lift your arms up, lift your legs up, lift your chest up, and everything up one more time. Good. Hands, one on top of the other. Chin on top of the hands. Bend the knees and windshield wiper your feet from side to side. Okay, let's bring your hands back underneath your shoulders. Squeeze your thighs, point your toes. Inhale, lift up to an upward facing dog. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Okay, so you all are good at these things. So if you will, come to your knees for just a second here. And I'd like to practice our hopping today. So when we hop forward, I would love it if you can land really quietly. All right, you always hear this. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, exhale, step or hop forward. And when we hop forward, you can do it like an elephant or you can do it like a cat. We're gonna go for the cat, even though at first it's often like the elephant. Anyway, so we're gonna see if we can just tip the body weight forward. Notice I'm gonna land with my knees good and bent so I can absorb lots of shock. So I'm gonna bend the knees, look forward, and exhale, hop. And see if you can land like that. And I'd love it if you can, so really gonna make sure you're exhaling as you hop. And as you get a little more bold, you might be able to come up a little higher. Stay a little longer. But why don't we try like 10 hops forward? Your turn. Go ahead. So inhale, bend your knees. So hop. Again. Yeah. All right, I count about 5 there. Let's all come to the knees one more time. Cool. So a couple things about that. If we hop forward, straight forward, right? If I go straight forward like this, I'm going to go straight forward like that. I would like my hips to come up and go forward, but I don't want my shoulders to go too far forward, right? Or I'm gonna end up on my face. So allow yourself to go up and forward. So you're gonna go up, up, and forward like that. And one more thing with breath, okay? If you can, I would like it if you can exhale, but exhale slowly. So if you let all your air out, you've dropped all your control. Think like a city bus that lowers down to let the person with the wheelchair on. When they come down, it goes like shh. Exhale like that to allow yourself to come down slowly. So if you can like, you'll land softer. Give that a go. Try 5 or 7 more hops. Good. Hey, William, I want you to bring your butt up and your chest back a little bit, if that's possible, if that makes sense. So watch me. So you're gonna go like up with your butt and back with your chest to get something more of a 90 degree. Okay. Yes. Good, my friend. Isn't it exhausting? Just a little hopping? Yeah, cool. All right, one more thing that we're gonna practice before we move on and back to our flow. I just wanna make sure, because you always hear this, inhale, bend the knees, exhale, hop forward, but sometimes we don't spend time talking about the hops. So I like talking about the hops, it's kind of fun. Why don't we try just hopping, but not hopping forward for one more go. Let's see if we can just hop, hop, hop. And if you want to pause, you're always welcome to. Give it a go. Give me, and really land soft, all right? So like if you live on the second floor, nobody knows what's going on over there. Good, Caroline. Chest back, hips forward. A little more. Yeah? Good. And at first, it's a very awkward thing to do. It feels super weird. And also, by now, you're probably rather smoked because that's a ton of hopping to do. But it will get easier as you practice more. So just focus on your soft landings and your nice floaty hops. Anyway, cool. Back to downward dog. Let's get back into our flow. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. And exhale, step or hop through. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up to stand. Hands clap above your head. Let's take your right hand down your right side, left arm over. Good. Inhale up and cartwheel over, elevate. And inhale up, cactus your arms, lift up your chest back. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, swan dive down. And inhale, hey, everybody, pause here for just one more second because we also always talk about hopping back too. I want to make sure that's going on as well. So if you will, come to your knees while I talk just a little more. I'm sorry to interrupt the flow so much, but when you hop back, I see a lot of people hopping back and they'll hop back and land like this. That was loud. That's gonna hurt my toes in time. And you notice I didn't bend my elbows when I hopped back. And if you can think about like continuous or repetitive motion and what that will do in time, it's gonna wear out the joints of my toes. It's gonna wear out in my shoulders. It's gonna wear out in the back. So if you can absorb shock by hopping back and landing with your elbows bent, you'll be able to absorb a lot of the shock there. So you're gonna like hop back and land here. The elbows bent, and you can go straight up to upward dog and back to downward dog. It's more scary that way because, elbows straight means your face is farther from the floor. Elbows bent is like, oh, I might break my nose. But I think all of you are certainly strong enough to try that. Try maybe 5 or 10 hops back and see if you can land, with your elbows bent and you land down in the chaturanga. See if that can work for you. Cool. And I would like it, so I don't want you to hop high with your feet. I would like your feet to travel very low to the ground. And if you can, work on getting the feet to hit the ground pretty soft. I like how that feels better. But yeah, give me like 10 hops and then we'll be back to normal programming. Good. Remember, with your chaturanga, my friends, always want your elbows in, touching the body, not floating free in the breeze. Elbows in. Good hops. Good, David. Very nice, William. Yes, Caroline. You can bring your elbows just a little closer if possible, Caroline. Just a little bit. So maybe hands just a little closer, just slightly. Good. All right, and then one more thing about hopping back. If you're feeling bold and brave, there's a little bit of like a tip of body weight, you know, just like you tip like this. You tip the weight out of your feet into your hands, and I would start to tip forward, so I'd like halfway lift, and then exhale and tip forwards. Tip forwards. And as I tip forward, I'm gonna start to bend my elbows and bring my face forward too. So watch this one. So now I tip forward and start to bend the elbows. And then I can land pretty soft. That one's freaky. That one's very freaky because you're like dive bombing towards your face, you know, but it's kind of fun and a softer landing. So as you tip more weight forward, you can land softer in your feet. So you're tipping and descending. Give it a try, if you'd like. And then after 2 or 3 more of those, we'll meet back in downward facing dog. Good. Remember to exhale on that slow out instead of all the way out fast. Good. And do notice if the joints of your big toes hurt or start to feel funny, if you're, you know, starting to feel weird there, we want to be aware of that. Avoidable battle scars. All right, so back to downward facing dog. And now that we've got all our hopping and hopping forward, hopping back talked about, we'll just flow. One more time. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. And exhale, step or hop through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale all the way up to stand, hands clap. Right hand down, right side, left arm up. Inhale up and cartwheel over, other way. Inhale up and cactus back, lift your chest. Inhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Soft landing. Exhale, step or hop back. Inhale to an upward facing dog. Then exhale back, downward facing dog. And inhale, bend your knees, look forward. And exhale, step or hop through. Inhale, halfway lift, feet together. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit down chair pose, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. All right, so sitting down. Let's bring your right arm back, left arm forward. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, right arm forward, left arm back, go over your left shoulder. Inhale, left arm forward, right arm back, go over your right shoulder, stay down low. Inhale, right arm forward, left hand back, go over your left shoulder. Inhale, left arm forward, right arm back, go over the right shoulder. Inhale, right arm forward, left arm back, go over your left shoulder. Inhale, right arm forward, or left arm forward, right hand back, go over the right. And inhale, right arm forward, left hand back, go over the left. Inhale, both arms forward, and sit down, all the way down. Bring your butt to the floor, bring your feet straight forward, open your arms out to the side, and let's touch over to your left. And touch over to your right for 2. We're going at 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Lay down on your back. Pull your knees into your chest. rock forwards into a seat. Shall we do that one more time? The ab thing? Yeah, let's do it. Reach your feet forward, open your arms apart. 12 more. Touchdown. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Good. Bring your feet flat on the floor, knees bent, feet hip width. Drop your knees to your right, reach your left arm to the left, look to the left and twist. And bring it back to the center, drop your knees to your left, look over to your right, look to your right and twist. All right, bring your knees back into the center. Pull your knees into your chest. We're gonna rock 1, on 3, 2, we're gonna come up back to the chair. And 3, no hands. There. Good. And let's come back one more time just to practice that move. Back and forwards, chair. And one more time, last time, swear to God. Come on back. And forwards, chair. Good. And prayer twist over to the right side here. Hook your left elbow on top of your right knee and sit down. Go over your right shoulder to the back wall. Now let's twist over to the left side. Hook your right elbow on top of your left knee. Go over your left shoulder. All right, let's exhale, forward, forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, hands to the mat, hop back softly. And move through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up towards the ceiling. And exhale, step through into warrior 2. Look over your right shoulder here. All right, good. We're gonna hold this for just about a minute. Look over your right shoulder. Close your eyes and hold it really still. Okay, ready? Practice this with me. Straighten your right leg, bend your left knee, reach your right hand back, and look in front of your right big toe. As I cartwheel into half, oh, sorry, I didn't do that well. Let me try again. Cartwheel into half. If you need a few entries, cool. Take them. Look down on the floor. All right, and turn it into an airplane. Airplane, turn it into a revolved half moon. So right arm up and left arm down. Back to airplane. And airplane back to half moon. And now let's bend your right knee and step back into warrior two. Good. Warrior two, deep breath in. And exhale, cartwheel your hands down to your mat. Step your right foot back and move through your vinyasa. Inhale to an upward facing dog. And exhale back, downward facing dog. All right, inhale your left leg up to the ceiling. And exhale, step through and open into warrior two. Go over your left shoulder. And we'll hold for 1 minute again. Close your eyes if you can. Open your eyes. Ready? Let's straighten your left leg. Bend your right knee. Reach your left hand back and look in front of your left big toe. Let's get the momentum and spring forwards. Into half moon again. Hold. Right leg up. Look straight down. Reach your right arm up. Flex your right foot back. Let's move your half moon into airplane. Fly. An airplane revolved half moon. Left arm up, right arm down. Twist. Back to airplane. An airplane back to warrior two. Sorry, half moon. And then back to warrior two. Did I just say the wrong thing? I totally did, I'm sorry about that. And cartwheel your hands down to your mat. Step your left foot back. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale to an upward facing dog. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Let's come down to the knees. Have a little sip of water if you'd like one. All right. We'll take that flow one more time. So back to downward dog. And inhale, bend your knees, look forward. And exhale, step or hop through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit down, chair pose. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And now, let's bring your hands in prayer. And I'd like it now if you can bring your, so I'm just turning. Please stay facing how you are. I want you to do your prayer twist over to the left side. And now I want you to lift, watching me, right? Lift your heels off the floor and come all the way down until you're just sitting. All right, now let's try side curl. So bring your left hand down and your right hand down and tip on over here. And try for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that back down. Very good. Let's come on back up into prayer twist. And let's come on back to the center and prayer twist over the other direction. So right elbow on top of the left knee. And you either keep your prayer twist or lift your heels up and sit on down. All right, I'm gonna give you a different angle here this time. So if you don't know if you do know what you're doing, do it. If you're not sure yet, we need to keep the knee on the above part of the elbow. So it needs to be on the humerus bone versus at the elbow or below, okay? Gotta be there. And so notice that I'm bringing my knees up and my upper body down. So knees up, upper body down, and then I tip until I can rest the knees on top of the elbow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to prayer twist. And prayer twist. Back to forward fold. Inhale, half a lift. Hands to the mat, step or hop back. Inhale to upward facing up. And exhale back, downward facing up. Inhale, lift your right leg up. And exhale, step through into warrior two. Warrior two, straighten your right leg, bend your left knee. Look in front of your right foot and come forward into half moon. Half moon, airplane. And airplane, revolved half moon. Right arm up, left arm down. Back to airplane. Airplane, back to half moon. And half moon, bend your right knee and step back into warrior two. And inhale. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Step your right foot back. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing up. And exhale back, downward facing up. Inhale your left leg up. Exhale, step through. Open into warrior two. Straighten your left leg, bend your right knee, look in front of your left foot, and cartwheel forward into half moon. Half moon, airplane. And airplane, revolve, left arm up, right arm down. Back to airplane. Back to half moon. Back to warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel down. Step your left foot back. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing up. And exhale back. Downward facing back. Good. Come to your knees. As promised, we're going to try a peacock. And if it is hard for you, we're going to see if we can bring your elbows together underneath you. See if you can get them like really close there to touch. So let's all try this. So come out, come in, and we're going to bring the elbows like under you. Okay? Some people find it useful. Some people have a hard time bringing it under like that. And in that case, if that's you, getting your elbows in a little strap where it's tied fairly tight together helps a lot. But I don't think any of you have a problem doing that. So all of you look good there. That's good. Okay, so I'm going to bring the soles of the feet together. And I'm going to open the knees really wide. So like from the front view, I'm like open there like that, okay? So really wide. And now I'm doing that same thing we just did with our elbows. Elbows under. You're going to find which hand position is best for you, whether fingers are forward, out, or back. Up to you. but I'm going elbows under. Watch me first. I'm touching my face to the floor. I'm seeing if I can first lift my feet and my knees, and then lift my head. If that flags, then you can go back. See if you can get a little lift. So yes, your elbows are gonna like pierce right into your belly. Push your belly back against your elbows. So I like to start again with the forehead on the floor, so there's no risk of hitting your head on the floor. If it's already down, it can't fall. Then tip your knees up in just a centimeter or two, and then see if you can lift your chest. Just the tiniest little bit in your head. Yeah, good. David, you flew, I see you. So David, your next trick, in order for the legs to go back, which will make you back heavy and you'll tip backwards and down to your feet, you then have to come forward more with your head. So your elbows are gonna have to go from 90 to a little bit more than that. Does that make sense? Your head's gonna have to go forward like 4 inches, 5 inches forward more. Good, Courtney. Katrina, yeah, sorry. David, forward, 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 brother. And David, you're gonna have to bring your elbows a little more under you, so it'll flow you better. Anyway, y'all are gonna play with that your own time. It's pretty fun. You've seen people do that on like fences, you know, like that's a nice grip sometimes, but also farther to fall. It's nice to do it on the floor too. Anyway, let's stand up on the knees. Bring your hands on your hips, lift your chest up, get a little backward bend. And reach down, grab your feet. Lift your chest and let your head come back. Bring your hands to your hips. Lift up and sit all the way back down. Bring your feet forward, lift your chest up, and come on forward. Grab your feet, forward, forward. Lift up. Plant your hands to the mat. I'm just turning so you can see me. No need to turn. Feet down, hips up, head back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. And let's lean back into shoulder stand. So come on back. Bring your legs up. Be gentle on your neck, please. Lower into plow. Feet down. Lower all the way down. Pull your right knee into your right shoulder. And pull your right knee over to your left side. Right arm over to the right side, look to the right and twist. Pull your right knee back into the center, give it a squeeze. And straighten out your right leg down. Bring your left leg up. Pull your left knee into your left shoulder. And pull your left knee over to the right side. Reach your left arm over to the left side, look left twist. Pull it on back into the center. And now let's bring the soles of your feet together. Feet down, knees open, both hands to your heart. And bring your feet in. And rock forwards and up until you're here, right where we started. Grab the bottoms of your feet, lift your chest up. And exhale, come on down. Elbows out, bring your hands in prayer this time. Thumbs to your third eye. Thanks for being here today. Please make sure you get a nice long dead pose, and I so appreciate you being here. I hope to see you next week, and always around for questions. If you got them, please ask. Namaste. Thank you.